Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with an energy update. I keep on hearing the song called "The Heat Is On." It's like the heat is on. The heat is on. The heat is on. Let me put my thing on. It's on the street. The heat is boom, 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 on. It had a notification, but you couldn't hear it. We are, those of you all that are getting a lot of ascensions, a lot of downloads, a lot of ascension activity that is actually flowing and going on now. The first thing they told me is that we are being needed. It's showing me like some Asian, almost like Mulan gear that's coming up. And I remember they were doing that. It's true. That the three things was honor, trust, family. Those three codes of honor. Those three things is really being coming up as far as us, like the family dynamic as of, let me look if I can look that up. The family dynamic as of as light workers. Mulan code. Get on out of here. What was the code? No, code of honor. Of honor, Mulan's. Of honor. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. See which one it is for you all, because this is going to keep on bothering me. I understand that, but what was on that sword? Coming over all these pop-ups. Excuse me. Talk about study hard or whatever. Let me see. Talk about her ethical message. Okay, aggressive, demand. I got that, but I want to know what's on that traditionally honored family. That's interesting. They keep on doing it in terms of disrespect. Goodbye. Okay, they keep on saying, no, it's a reason for you. You need to be really looking and see. Okay, so now let me just skim and scan on this, because you know how we work intuitively. Understanding the culture. And right now, the lessons is being brought to us, and that goes back to that family dynamic that we're talking about, as far as bringing honor to who we are as the collective, as light workers, which we are a unit, we are one. But then also as when we're talking about family too, our family dynamics, the hereditary, where we talk about the ancestral, clearing the ancestral lineage that we have here as well. And right, what it is that lesson that they're saying is us to become more independent, more like ourselves. This is what is going on in as far as the divine feminine energies. Divine feminine energies is that warrior, like that spiritual warrior that's got to go against all the odds. And we go back to the movie Mulan. Mulan, the young lady, was going to take up this cause for her family because they had no sons, but she was a great fighter anyway. And she went on against the odds and went and served in her dad's place because he was too old. How many of us as light workers are feeling at this time that we are really standing in the stead for our families for something that they are not really able to, that oldness is thrown into that old paradigm, the old paradigm of thinking and way of doing things that keeps us in that loop and not being able to move on. And us, as in our divine feminine energies, whether we're male or female, has been called to step up to the charge, to do this, to change the dynamics, and do this in honor of our family. And this is what we're going to, and they're saying it's not only just the family dynamics, but the family of us as the world, who we are, the family dynamic as to who we are as light workers coming together as well. Um, we know she went through many challenges, and right now, what's happening here is this keeps jumping off on this here is the morale. There's an ethnic or a moral or a fight for the world's, I want to say, soul right now, or the spirit. And because you know I'm about the soul thing right now that's going on. There is a warfare, a spiritual now changing of that, this dynamic as to where we are. There's a shift about to occur. Now I've seen that. David has seen some things. Also, a lot of us, if we're experiencing and a lot of the same things, is because they downloading us with a lot of this information, because it's time for us to really truly now start to like anchor down, because really as light workers we are needed. It is time for us to get ready for us to battle up. Now what it is or how it's going to look, I don't know how it is going to look specifically. However, we are at the point now is that we are being needed. That's why a lot of us is getting a lot of these ascension signs beforehand. You could kind of like pass it on, say, okay, that's all right, next, move on to the next one. I still can function. But some of us are having these ascension things that is really knocking us out, that's really lasting for longer periods of time. Is because again it's asking us for the number one, to clear for the collective, number two, to really truly be download this newness that's needed. Some of us are really truly, if you're sitting on a gold mine or something that you feel like you can do to help to clear the clear the collective or help to heal it. It doesn't matter what it is. I just had a client today and we we're talking about she wanted to do some healing through some goddess dancing energies, because she's in another life and found out that her is a goddess energy. She did a lot of healing. It was a lot of freedom in that. Right now in the lifetime she's in now, she doesn't feel like she has that freedom. And this is what we're talking about now, of understanding of how with that we are able to see how we can be able to engage healing through various modalities. And it doesn't have to be the traditional thing, but right now the spirit is saying it is needed. Some of us are going to have that really strong urge that we've got to do something. It's like, to me, I hear like TD Jakes saying, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready, stand, get that business stuff together, those plans, even though the people don't seem like they're coming, because I'm going to tell you there's going to be a need that not only just light workers are going to be seeking out your work or your need. It's going to be, I'll call it regular Joe Schmoes out there that's going to need it. They're going to say, I don't know why I need this, but I need this class. I need this yoga class, or I need this grief counseling thing that you have, because through that helps us to anchor in the light. Okay, and so right now it's interesting. They're saying a fight with force and aggression against, it says not evil, but let's say evil will be things that is more negativity, more darkness as well. And right now it's asking really for that divine feminine energies to really to rile up, because it's the way in which we battle, which we use as our intelligence, but we use it in such a different way that that intelligence, that spiritual intelligence, along with the intelligence of the mind, that heart and mind together, is going to help us to be able to win this battle over. So right now it's I'm trying to see, is it the honoring the family? I'm kind of skimming and scanning things that's coming off the page that's very important to me. Um, it's this, whatever this battle here that we about to think is about breaking the mold, and it's a moral and ethic. I keep on saying this. It's the morality of, it's going to deal with focusing on the morality or the ethnic, our ethics in things. This is what is really, because for them to bring this the Mulan thing, I know they do this back. I want to know what was on that sword. Hold on one sec, because I keep on saying, what was on the sword? And really, again, and this last one comes right off of here, say again, and not conforming to society. We have truly have gotten to get to, and I said that in that message, I said at Patreon too, that we've got to get to a point that we are listening to our own voice and not outside. We at this point as light workers cannot be really relying on these other people, period, because a lot of this stuff is fear based and based off illusion. That reminds me of the story when I had with my dog's passing, and the doctor was trying to tell me everything about, like, no, you shouldn't take her, she might have a seizure on you if you take her home, she stay here, it'll be better she stays here. But at the same time, I knew my baby's heart. I knew my heart. I felt how I knew what she wanted her wishes too. And if I would have listened to him, okay, of course, yeah, it would have been okay. But at the same time, I would not have honored really what she had wanted, what I had wanted, and in the end, I knew I could be able to handle whatever battles of even though she had those seizures or anything, I would be able to handle that. Listening to here is fear based. That wasn't really what her spirit wanted. And in order for you to be able to do that, I had to tune out. And yeah, they looked at me crazy when I took her, and they're like, "Are you really?" And I was like, "Yes, give me my dog." And so, give me my baby. Because that's what I'm at. Yes, this is what we're doing. And he, like, everybody behind the counter, like, is she crazy or whatever, like that. No, they don't feel right. I said, whatever. I'm not here to listen to your voice. And I've told you all that before. We're here to change their minds, not to change ours. Our main thing is for her to pass away with love around her. And that was my main goal, and that's what she needed, because I know I raised that dog from the beginning. And I know, me being intuitive, what it is that she wants and what she does not want. And I knew what I needed in order to align to make her feel at peace with her last days or her last hours. This is what every day I also had prayed up, and I thank God up until that point, which is to really strengthen our discernment. We got to get to the point that we can really discern about, is that something that's really for our highest good that they're telling us or not. We can always ask for divine truth. Anytime you're asking for something, I forgot who told me, I don't know if that was Jennifer or Kathy, one of the ones that came on here from St. Germain Soul Sisters. And she's saying, if it's not the truth, you get asked 3 times. And they've got to ask you, if it's divine truth, they're going to answer you 3 times. If it's not, it's going to be like, he's like, did you hear me? And it's this dead, like, dial tone. Well, that ain't really the one. I asked 3 times about the decision that I made to go with my dog. And then that let me know that's the one for me. I'm going to go get her. So, this is where we at, that we've got to learn how to design and go against society's thing. And no matter what it is that we know within ourselves is good. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, which means what's good for us is good for the collective. All we have to watch is the intentionalities and the objectives for why we're doing this. Is it ego based, or is it really truly spiritual based as to what we are doing? So right now, like I said, whatever is about to come on the pipeline is a moral and an ethics thing. And this is why light workers need to really truly anchor down. This is why on this channel, and I told David this too, that this channel now is going through a transitional period of really truly being of a sovereignty lesson, of really truly purely giving you all the keys in which you all need, and not going and not judging and not going with the other mainstream twin flame stuff, which is telling you about what's happening. Those things that they're doing about in the relationship and the dynamic and those things, those are great. Those are called GPS GPS information. That means you just telling me my location, where I am, and this will tell me from that point on what I need to do by looking at what's the DM thinking, what's the divine love letters from the DM. That's fine, but at the end of the day, the GPS does not drive the car. The keys put into the ignition is the ones that actually drive the car and get you to the destination. So this is what Spirit wants you to understand that. And I understand this is for some of you all, this is taking you in a clear direction that you don't. Some of you all are saying it's a little different than the voice that I'm used to hearing. But at the same time, we have to remember what we are placed here for. We're here for to do mission, which is mission work, which is to follow our bliss. And as we follow the bliss, we're helping the collective as we go along with that. So we can't forget that those two things go together. And finding our bliss is also is finding our person and being with our person. Okay, so those things are it. But I want to really see if I can find that as last thing, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Mulans, what did? Let me ask that because that's gonna bother me. That's just how my brain goes. You all say, "Oh my God." Okay. What was written? Because I know y'all put it in the comment section on Mulan's sword. Right. Loyal, to be loyal, brave, and true. And family. Then at the end they added on family. Thought they added that about family. Those are the things that right now. So right now we're being asked to, right now, loyalty, bravery, and that word valiant was one of my kids' vocabulary. And something about that valiant kept jumping off the page. We're asking to be loyal, brave, and true. And that's why I say right now where we're at, it's a moral and an ethics fight right now, spiritually, some kind of way that's about to go down. And that's why they're asking for us light workers to really truly anchor down. So that's why you get a lot of these incision signs. Like mine, I had vertigo, serious vertigo, till I couldn't even go on to sign in to do my class remotely. I couldn't do it. I mean, the room was spinning. Till I thought it was an earthquake. And that might be how it is. It might be shaking up some things. I might have been crossing some timelines as well. And this is what it's going to cause us to do and really be able to have that honor, that true connection to family as well. Because it's something about this family. And it's like, it's understand it's just not you. We are one. And that's interesting. Like I did the session today, and I just seen so much a reflection of myself in the young lady. I could understand. And understanding that the reflection that was being seen at just truly is proven to me. As I see always time, I remember the first time I met with the DM, he had on a shirt that said, "We are one. We are one." It's truly showing the world is becoming smaller. We're becoming more connective. And if you're truly on this walk and been doing it right and been doing the work, your DM energies and your divine feminine energies should be blending like this. It shouldn't be any more separation. You can feel yourself when you're shifting because you understand that's part of you. That's who you are. And there's no oneness of them outside. This way you understand that you house both of them. That's where we are. So be loyal, be brave, but in all things be true. All right then, people, as always, remember also to check out, become a member of my Patreon. I already put in some good stuff already in there for next week. Next week we're going to continue on with the next chapter of understanding how our birth order affects us in class, as far as how we have our being in the world. I've already loaded in that. That's for the ones that taking courses. That's the $21 one. I always did about the heart, head and heart connection. That's in there, loaded there too. I did a meditation for the 14 level people. You got a meditation and also a channeled message. And for my $7 ones, you just get channeled messages as well. So again, if you want all that good juicy stuff in there that you need to know, I give you the things that you need to know in there, and I sprinkle in with a little warning too as well. So that's where we are right now. So you can be truly getting the keys to union and the keys to self, which is giving you keys to union with not only your person but also the world. All right, this is Divine Sunshine, your soul therapy specialist, and I'll be talking to you real soon. All right, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Love you.